Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing the Old World Blues, which is out. You can play it. 3.0 is now available for everyone to go and get. However, I should point out that you will need to unsubscribe from the previous Old World Blues and then grab the new version. So there is a new posted version of Old World Blues. The two are not compatible. You will need to uninstall and remove the previous version of Old World Blues before you can switch to this one. And that is a thing that I did. That is part of the reason why this stream was late in starting, because I was working through all of that, and then time kind of crept up and was like, you know what, I should probably delay and just give myself a bit more time to do some testing. So I've run a couple of days in, didn't seem to throw up any major issues. We are on the release version now. Unfortunately, a lot of the descriptions still seem to be missing, so I don't know if that's part of just missing in the mod so far, or focus descriptions didn't make it across saves. I'm not sure what that issue is, because again, I'm continuing this from the pre-release version, not the release version. However, everything else seems to be working fine. I did notice that there is now a tooltip over this, which I don't remember there being before, and we are apparently losing a lot of money, which kind of sucks. But we're at war, and that is going to be the thing which takes up the majority of our attention. Although, actually, while being at war, I also wanted to double check the trade nodes to make sure that I am trading with everyone that I can be. Oh, I'm noticing a problem already. The trade nodes have disappeared, at least on the map. Should still be able to click through them on this. We have 2 routes. I think 2 is going to be our maximum. Alright, well, hopefully that's just an issue from crossing this save. So fingers crossed that everything in fact does still work. We shall see. And Slinky coming in with, wow, a lot of bits. Thank you very, very much for the generosity there, call sign. So if you were playing as Lone Star, then who was playing as Bath, Dark Helmet, Princess Vesper of Druidia? Don't get it. And yes, the Texas dollar is now represented. You can actually hover over this and see that we are using the Texan dollar. And I'm wondering if there's any effect from using the dollar. Overextended administration. What's that from? It's actually a positive. I'm not seeing anything from the Texan dollar, because I know that playing as some of the other factions you can choose which currency you're using. Centralized... Oh, this is the wages. Caps income minus 50%. I bet that's what's killed our income. And again, this is because we inherited this from the Brotherhood, rather than Lone Star. That explains why we're making no money. Also, are we on free trade? Yes. Trade income minus 50%. Yeah, that would be it. I think we found the problem. Because our army wages, remember we had the different levels that we could choose, and we were still always in the middle. We were thinking about increasing pensions, but apparently that's not a thing. Okay, I mean, that's again before we crossed over. I just noticed that that was an issue. Oh. We have, however, gained a bunch more advisors. Loads more. Oh. Oh, it's actually merged the two. Hold on. Has this merged my technology then? Now, was there anything that I had still not yet researched? Because that was a bug which was confirmed to me, was that they are supposed to properly merge. I don't know what I would check, because we're ahead of most of those places now, having played on for like half a year. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing I've noticed is we can actually improve our research. If we go all the way down to the bottom here, we have science! And we would eventually be able to make ourselves advanced energy weaponry. So we can actually improve the hand weapons of our people because we're so experienced with them, apparently. My most sincerest confabularities on the mod launch. I get that reference! And thank you. Just need to make sure we put it in our dictionary. Overextended administration shouldn't be positive in reality. I think it's something I fixed with focuses. It was either one of these or something to do with one of these. But I couldn't tell you which. Okay, so, war with Ejecito. We are moving our mechanized into position, and we were going to attack with them. Now, do we have any promotions that we need to do? Not on you. I'm just seeing that a couple of you are flagging up saying, I can do a thing! Like you can. You could become... now, do I want my Texan Rangers to get the bloody mess, which is an extra offense? No, because they don't have the trickle back. What I will, however, I think I take is... inspirational. So that you can gain even more experience even more quickly. And you should already be gaining experience rapidly. Is there anything which will affect motorized? Or gloss or moving, that would be a big one. You don't use infantry. Attrition would be another big one. Life Giver would be a big one. No, Nerd Rage, for sure. And then probably Life Giver. So we can keep that juicy experience. You don't have any upgrades. You don't have any upgrades. You do. So this is one of our infantry commanders. Animal Friend and experience gain. I mean, I think I'm going to take inspirational where we can, just because experience gain is so nice. And I think that also carries across to the troops they're leading. They gain experience 10% faster. I think. Don't quote me on that one, though. Okay. That's all of you. It's a Spaceballs reference. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Barf and yeah, Dark Helmet. Okay. And Vesper. Now I understand. Fire team's weapons were still low on. Infantry armor was still low on. That's the riot kit. And then also APCs are a bit low on. Although we should be producing none of the above. Wow, our industry has taken a beating. So we should probably rejig this a little bit. I think that we can probably fairly safely turn you down, right down. And that's going to free up a bunch of factories. I think we can turn down the APCs. We can turn down the... no, I don't really want to turn down these two. So instead, what I will do is turn those down. Right, because we do need riot control gear. That's one thing we are very short on. And all of your efficiencies are going to be absolute garbage, but there's not a huge amount we can do about that. Okay. And we are losing 20,000 per quarter, but we have enough money to keep us solvent for some time. So, let's go. Let's do this. Aircraft is in position. Steel Rangers took 68 states. Western Brotherhood took 32 states. The NCR has been annexed, as have the Mojave Territories, the Shi, and New Vegas. And Troll Warren just took out the Washington Brotherhood. So big changes on the west coast. Western Brotherhood now goes all the way down here. Steel Rangers have taken the north. Actually fairly decent borders. And then Troll Warren has taken out the Western Brotherhood. Sorry, the Western Brotherhood. No. Washington Brotherhood. 80s are currently killing Murtaugh's Reformers. Heaven's Gate is up there. And Caesar's Legion still being incredibly quiet, which does make me a tad nervous. Oh dear, we still don't have the models. The map is simplifying. Yes, the map is indeed simplifying. Cornerstone of Texas. We finished the Constitution, which gave us the 10% reduction to coring costs. Let's see if that is true, or if 300 is still going to be the maximum. 300 is still going to be the maximum. Well, I think in that case we probably want to get Manifest Destiny at this point. The people of the lands around us cry for our help. Oppressed by maleficent savages and cruel masters, we have a duty to them and ourselves. Max Brooks, his son, posted on Twitter the other day, "My father, Mel Brooks," and I was like, no! But then it was a tweet from Mel Brooks himself, just endorsing Guide and not news that he had passed or anything bad. Whew. Yeah, I think we're going to do a big push. Right, we were planning on doing the cutoff here with these guys. So we definitely want to get the planning preparation done. That would cost 30. You would be significantly more expensive. I can be patient. I see no reason to hurry this. Except for the ticking time bomb of running out of money. Also, production has finished. So let's go queue up all of this infrastructure and get that done. Once these are done, of course. And in fact, how are we doing for Air Force down here? Ah! Shortages! One more in Austin. That should be enough to maintain the Air Force. We do have that plus 25% range after all. Although we do need to be careful about not losing any of this territory. And they are using aircraft. There are air battles going on. But it looks like we're winning those pretty... well, in fact, they're probably just recon. They may not even have taken off. And military factories. Okay. I think I'd like to go up to 3 of those, please. I think I can cut back on the number of dogs. 2 needed for reinforcement, but how many do we have? 4,000. We're fine. So in that case, I think I might actually just continue to increase the amount of air support we have. Seeing as we did lose a massive chunk of our air force when we capitulated Lanius. How far off from vertibirds and jets are we? We're not advanced, so we're not going to be able to get those. Otherwise I would have by now. Unfortunately, we are at the peak of our air force. So going up against Brotherhoods from this point onwards is going to be difficult. No longer get the effects of industrial support. That's fine. Okay, so I think we basically made a decision that we are, from this point onwards, saving up political power. Oh, no, we still don't have... well, we're probably not going to be hiring more leaders. Getting the extra organization would be nice. I'd totally forgotten that we didn't upgrade these either. And we could get some of these now. Do we have the caps guy? Max factories in state would be good. Yeah, I did see during Pravis's run that he had River Young. Stability would be good. Consumer goods, population. Oh yeah, all of these people. 20% extra monthly population sounds actually kind of amazing. Fine. So it definitely looks like we should have kept all of our advisors. That's another change that's occurred since the patch. Alright, you guys are very nearly ready for the off. How are you doing for experience overall? Oh, and also, didn't we have a really good commander that we pulled away because of injuries? Yeah, Ward. Where's one of these? You. Ward is supposed to be there. Shit. I forget when you have the wrong people selected, it still remembers the previous one. Alright, who was that? That was... More. Who did we just replace? Who did we just replace? Oh, it was Rusk. Yeah, the head honcho. It was supposed to be you. Where did more come from? I feel like we just got a bunch more commanders. Oh no, it was only showing the field marshals because we had Rusk selected. Damn it. I knew we were missing someone. Alright, 15 days more. I mean, we're going to be waiting for that anyway. Okay, so who are the good commanders? Moore, I think, was the one that was supposed to be somewhere else. And it's going to be instead of you. Yeah, that's what it was. And Scales isn't bad. In fact, neither is Wilson. Charismatic, intelligent, agile, and lucky. He's actually very good. Fast shot. Be better in a mechanized unit. If we get a second mechanized, then maybe we'll put him in charge. We actually have pretty good commanders. Okay. So we're going to need to wait a couple of days for him to come back. That's fine. We'll go back to speed 4 while we're waiting. We're about to lose a bunch of money. So what are we waiting on for here? Oh, next year, January 83. Cool, cool. That's just war support. And followers is not a ticking reduction, so that's fine. I think it might be a ticking reduction if you have their support stuff active, but we don't. And that's true, we can get the scavengers going, but that requires money. 10,000 only. Yeah, do it. Because we could still find some decent stuff out there. Tanks! Tanks for all the fish. Mordred has manpower. Mordred does have manpower. I think it's because I'm not attacking at the moment, so our population growth is outstrapping losses. So I don't think we're still mobilizing. Though the fact that we get 1.5% more manpower than we should because of the factor is pretty nice. Combat boxes, that's going to be bombing. Yes, I will spend the points because we've got loads. And we are still getting loads. Alright, so there is a big air battle going on. Oh no, it's not. We just don't have any fighters active. That's not acceptable. Get me some more fighters. And also some more ground pounders, I would say. Seeing as we've definitely got enough. Heck, we might even have enough for 3 whole wings. Bring the air power. These are going to be assigned to you. Okay, we've got superiority over southern Texas again. Good. Alright, Rusk is back. Planning prep is done. I would say let's go. Let's do this! Basic drill. Which was one of these, right? Yes. Reinforce rate. Do it. Do it. And Alexander wants me to drink some tea. Alright then. Ace pilots. Good idea. See if we even have any. Huzzah! We have some. Who's the best? You are all basically identical. But these are all fighter aces. Cool. Right, because we gained a bunch of aces. Now you do not need to be going up that way. Let's speed 3 this. So apparently we now just demolish these robots. Like, properly prepared. Ouch, we hit hard. Great breakthrough, great soft attack. And there we go. So now I'm going to say you lot are active. We're going to get you lot to go here. And we may as well make use of the momentum. And just keep on securing territory. So the next plan was basically to try and get a giant cut-off here if we can. Now I'm going to move 4 of you to there. And your job is simple. I want that. And as soon as you arrive, you go and get me that. And the rest of you are going to get me that. Go. And I'm going to need a new front line there. Which you guys are going to be responsible for. I'm astonished with how well this is going. I was really expecting this to be a grand old slog against the robots, but so far, it hasn't been. However, we are going to need to worry about defending ports. No, we're not doing it that way anymore. Oh, did I just... I just cancelled all of your orders. No! Well, sod. Alright. Oh. Hold on. Maybe you haven't. What are your orders right now? So it throws up a warning if you move out of garrison, but not if you move into garrison? Huh. Well, that's slightly irritating. Thankfully, I can do this relatively quickly. Okay, and then these are my reserve units. So, one of you is going to need to come down here to guard that. And for the moment, that's it. Yeah. And I'm also going to need you to guard all of these crossings, because that's going to be a pain. Although I think, quite frankly, what I might do... Oh. Ah, here we go, yeah. We can do this. You drive over to Gloria. Trying to choose a new nation to play in the update, but it's impossible. We're about to take another centre of trade. There we go. Alright, you're going to be responsible for this line. And that's basically holding on to the crossings. That's your job.